Welcome back, YouTube. I just figured I'd take a quick video real quick. I got the 6-liter up on the engine stand, used the tractor to get it out of the barn, and then brought it up here, set it up on the garage floor, picked it up with a hoist and set it on the stand. And started tearing her apart. So far, every bolt has came out except for one. And that's the one on this stock manifold, which I can't use because it has an EGR port on it. Well, I could if I made a plate, but probably just buy some aftermarket ones, like I was going to anyways. And then the truck manifold is leaving. The stock heads are leaving. And the water pump, whole assembly is leaving. I'm getting a electronic water pump, and probably do like a mount on the firewall or on the core support somewhere, and I'll probably just have the inline style pump, and I'll be deleting out a bunch of the serpentine belt system that I'm not going to be needing. I will be running the alternator with the power steering pump, and that's it. So, more to come. I'll catch you guys when I start working on this again tomorrow, as it's dark outside. Thank you, YouTube. And, it's the next day. It's after work. My dad's speaker keeps going off because he left the shop and took his phone with him. But we're going to ignore that noise. And I want to talk to you a little bit. I got the water pump off and the intake off, manifold off, and the throttle body off. Throttle body, water pump, and manifold takes 10mm bolts. Well, the heads are 10mm. Then the intake is an 8mm. Well, got it pulled apart. Takes a 15mm socket to take the head bolts out of the lower and the inside, and then I believe 10mm. Yep, 10mm to take out the ones across the top there. And then 10mm bolt takes out these ones here as well. Pull those out, and you're good to go. Come back again. Hopefully no interruptions. It's dark again. So just a quick recap. I pulled the head off the valley tray. Well, I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow and just wash my hands. And to get the head off, like I said, it was it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bolts. They're 15mm for the head. Then the top 5, it was 10mm bolts. So far, I've been lucky enough to not have any bolts break off inside the block. Not even the exhaust bolts. Didn't use any PV blaster or anything on those. They just all came out. But here's all the parts that I have so far gathered up, and the head is over here. Along with the rocker, I don't know what you'd call that, but it's the part that the rockers sit on, and then the front control rockers and push rods are in there. And then the valve cover and throttle body and all the bolts, and then the thing for the... But if anybody needs any parts, just get on to my Facebook page. It's the same thing as the name of the channel. Send a message on there. I'll give you a price, and you can come get it. I normally don't like to ship anything because all of our people here for shipping parts out suck. They don't care, and I almost guarantee it will be broken by the time you get it. So it'll be a local pickup only, and I'm in Southeast Ohio. I mean, I'll drive to meet you. It's not a big deal, but I'll have both the heads and stock manifolds if you guys want them for any reason. The valley tray, the water pump with the fan, the whole assembly, and the intake. Intake has one bad spot right there. Don't know if it's fixable, but if you guys want it for some reason, more than welcome to take it. I think everything that I have, water pump, the tray, the intake, and the exhaust manifolds, and both the heads, I'd probably do $400 on all of it. Actually, you know what? If you came and got it, I'd take $300 for all of it. But if you can't hear that outside, it's getting ready to storm pretty heavily, so I'm going to cut it off here and get back to you guys tomorrow. And hopefully, on my way to the house, I don't get soaked. So, see you guys back again. Just tearing apart this engine. I have done quite a bit since the last time that I filmed anything. First of all, I moved it from back there to up here and pulled all the pistons and rods out. Made sure that, I made sure that I kept the caps with the rods, just pulling out one at a time, putting it together, and pulling these things out one at a time, except for this last one here. If you did not know, there's a plate that goes on the back here for the holds the cam and the main seal and everything into the back of the engine. Well, it has two little ears, one that comes up here and one that comes up over here, and it holds that last cap down for the main bearings. So you gotta take that off before you pull that last cap out. Other than that, I'm getting ready to go down to my grandparents and get a puller for the harmonic balancer and pull that off. Take the timing chain cover off, take the timing chain off, pull the crank out, and set it back with all the other LS internals and heads. And hopefully someone will want it or buy it or whatever. At this point, if someone wants it, I mean, you can offer me something, just shoot me an offer on it, and we'll go from there. I don't need it. I don't want to store it, like I said before. So I want to get off here and go down there and get that puller. Then I'll come right back, and I'll be right back with you guys. Catch you later. Back again. I got all the stuff completely taken out of here. Got the cam out, the crank out, and the oil pump off the front of the crank, and the cover that holds the camshaft in. And I labeled all my bolts and put them in bags and put them in the toolbox. But there's all the parts. In case you don't know, you should always, always, always store cranks and cams standing straight up and down. I have seen it a few times and know quite a few people that have not, and the cranks and the cams have they've warped from sitting on their sides, and it's just not any good. I mean, there's no way to really fix it. So if you're wanting to keep your parts and keep them good, then stand them up on their end. Like I said, I'm not using them, but for someone that is, I'd like them to be able to actually be able to use it, and I don't want to screw anybody over. So, and also keep all your main caps, keep them in the same order that they're supposed to go into the engine. Luckily, GM has marked all these where they're supposed to go. The mark for this one's over here, but all of them had the numbers facing me on this side, except for the last one. The last one, the number was over here. So you just gotta take pictures and remember stuff, but take more pictures than just trying to remember it, because some people might try to put it back together, and if they don't have pictures, you put it together wrong, and it's going to mess some stuff up. And that's the one thing I definitely don't want to do after spending all this money on the stroker kit for this, and going to clean this block up and everything. I'm going to get a hot tank, but I'm going to clean it up a little bit before I take it up there, just to, you know, kill a little bit of time and see what I can do. I'm not going to touch anything on the inside or really a whole lot of it. I'm just going to clean up the outside a little bit, get most of the, probably get some degreasers, get all the oil out of it, and make it to where when I put it in the back of the Jeep, I don't have a giant mess in the back of my daily. So I'll get back to you guys sometime in the future when I could actually start putting this thing back together. But for right now, thank you for watching. If you could like the video, share the video, and maybe leave a comment down below. I'm just trying to get some more subscribers here. Be much appreciated. Also, you can go to the Facebook page and Instagram. They'll both be down in the description below. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of your day, and hope to see you guys on the next one.